Well, joining us on the program this evening now, PKD Nambiar. I was talking about her. She's the actor who spent her own agonizing 6 weeks or so behind bars for her social media post about Sharad Pawar. Supriya Srinate from the Congress is with us tonight, and Mr. PKD Nambiar, political analyst and supporter of the BJP, joining us as
well. In a dustbin.
PKD Nambiar, would you agree that this case today and the Supreme Court's observations, its order, are significant, and that across the board, we've seen people being arrested, like I said, in Maharashtra, there's PKD's case, there have been arrests in Bengal, there's certainly Zubair's case, which is front and center now, Avinash Das by the Gujarat police. This needs to stop, doesn't it, Mr. Nambiar? The abuse of power by the police, by the state.
Every case every order from a Supreme Court is of a very great significance, because this is the apex court of this country, and so we need to give importance to everything. I am never for jail. I am always for bail. That should be the norm. And in your initial remark, you said that the number of trial people are in the jail because as a trials is so huge in a country like us, which is not acceptable. So then we can talk about a judicial reform, police reform, and the government should become better governments, whether it is in the state and center and etc. That's all our wish list. But look at the contradiction. The contradiction today when we are discussing, Binda Grover was talking about the personal liberty, freedom of expression, freedom of speech, and etc. On the other hand, the Supriya ji is very, very clear. Zubair is the दूध का धुला हुआ और केतकी चितकाले उसको तो जेल में होना ही चाहिए.
She's not saying that.
Be punished.
I did not say that, PKD.
She didn't say that.
Put words
Supriya ji,
into
don't
my
go
mouth.
with the word. I am only saying
no,
you
I
have.
did not say that. I did not say that. I object to you lying on camera. Don't lie.
Maybe I think Nidhi, I stand corrected. If she has not said so, I stand corrected. I think let's leave it there. I don't want to waste my time in arguing that. Let me come to the real point.
Yes.
So the real point is that when Ketki Chitkale or somebody else was jailed, we feel that the freedom of expression of her do not apply. Whereas Zubair, even in number of tweets, mock the Hindu gods or goddesses, that is his freedom of speech. What kind of a hypocrisy are we talking about?
Mr. Nambiar,
I think
I've just spent the last 10 minutes saying that. Can I just give Mr. Nambiar a chance to answer that? Yeah, yes, Mr. Nambiar, go ahead.
What all I am saying is that the law will not be applicable in every case. I don't want it. Every case will not be treated as the same way. It is even the Supreme Court has multiple times has said very clearly. Even if the sections applied on each the same are for two different cases, but every case will be treated with the facts of that particular case. If the Supreme Court has given Mr. Zubair a bail, that is the norm of our country, that is our judicial system. But this judicial system should also be, when a political person like a Supriya ji or somebody else or a Sharad Pawar should be able to make this uniform for everybody. If a girl like a Ketki has put I'm not talking about you, because I remember you had given her a chance. I think NDTV may have been one of the first channels you had given her a platform to come and talk. I remember I was a part of that. But how many, the amount of media was support for Zubair and Ketki Chitale, it's something like you can't even imagine. So there is a huge difference. The people are, every opposition party, left liberals are batting for Zubair, but that was not the case with Ketki Chitale. She came out, then the people were talking. There was no Vrinda Grover for her to fight on the Supreme Court. There was no prime time for the lawyer who fought for her for 15 minutes exclusive show. I am only talking about there has to be, in the public life, everybody should be treated equally. Every case can have a different facts in the judicial system, but
I think that's
the
a fair
public
point,
discourse
that
and discussion,
people can't be outraged.
Small point.
It's surprising. Thank you for joining us tonight. Good